Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Yatheesh.
Yes, sir.
Yatheesh, please begin by introducing yourself to the board.
Sir, myself Yatheesh. I am from Tumkur district, Karnataka. I did my schooling in my village itself, Badavanalli. Then after I completed my diploma in electrical and electronics from.
Diploma,
Yes, sir.
not a bachelor's degree.
Sir, after 10th, I studied in diploma, sir. I made diploma in electrical and electronics from Government Polytechnic, Tumkur. Thereafter, I completed my graduation in electrical and electronics from Sri Jayachamrajendra College of Engineering, sir. My main hobbies are learning and practicing mixed farming, and one more is sir, writing Kannada poems, sir.
Kannada poem.
Yes, sir.
So, can you recite two lines of your Kannada poem you like the most, that you yourself have written?
Yes, sir, definitely. ಅದೇಕೋ ಕಾಣೆ ಮನದಾನದ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಪದಗಳಲ್ಲಿಡುವ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಕಿವಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿಡಲು ಸೋಲುವೆನು ನಿನ್ನ ಕಿವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪದಮಾಲೆಗಳನ್ನಿಡುವ ತವಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ ಮೂಕನಾಗುವೆನು.
What's the meaning?
Sir, it means I have many words and I have many feelings. I can express my feelings in the words, but I don't know why I fail to express it in front of you. I am very eager to talk.
It's a romantic poem.
Yes, sir.
You like writing romantic poems.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very good. So, electronics and electrical and electronics,
Yes, sir.
right? After Chandrayaan 3 landed, what happened to the orbiter?
Sir, orbiter is revolving around the moon, sir, and it helpful in sending the signal from the rover to the earth, sir. It is mainly working in that particular orbit itself, sir.
But I am told the orbiter is now no longer orbiting the moon.
Sir,
Chandrayaan 3's orbiter is no longer orbiting around moon. It has been changed into an orbit around the earth.
sir, I am not aware of that issue, sir. I will read about it, sir.
Tell me about the coming space missions, India's coming space missions.
Sir, one major India's mission is sir, Gaganyaan mission, where India is planning to send an astronaut to the space to study the space atmosphere, and it will helpful in the future mission, and that is the one major mission India is looking at, sir.
What else?
Sir, one more is, sir, India is also planning for having a space station for other future explorations in the space.
That's not immediate. That plan is there, but it's in the long run.
Yes, sir.
Immediate mission.
Sir, immediate mission, India is also collaborating with USA in NISAR satellite mission, where it helpful to study the overall atmosphere in the space.
What does NISAR stand for?
NASA ISRO Space Aperture Radar, sir. That is NISAR means.
So they will be placing a radar in the space.
Yes, sir.
What is a Lagrange point?
Sir, Lagrange point is a point where the gravitational force of the two space objects is equal or are equal at that particular point, that makes any particular object to stay in that particular point itself, sir.
So what was the necessity for placing Aditya in the L1 point?
Sir, the major necessities is, sir, if we place in Aditya L1, it will always in that particular orbit, and it will helpful to study the sun.
Particular orbit?
No, sir, there is one major concept called halo orbit. There is a 3-dimensional orbit in which as per the changing the gravitational force, the orbit is also changing, and thus the particular whatever the object we place, it will adjust on itself to that location. And one major important thing, sir, it is always able to study the sun. If we place in an earth, we can only study the sun from morning.
Very good. How many Lagrange points are there?
Sir, there are 5 Lagrange points are there, sir.
Very good. Very good. Ma'am.
Okay. So, good afternoon. What is it?
Yatheesh.
Yatheesh.
Good afternoon.
Okay, good. So, you're an engineer from Karnataka, from the beautiful state.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, why do you want to join the civil services?
Ma'am, since from my childhood I am in rural areas, I face many problems with respect to getting education or getting these healthcare facilities and even the connectivities. And I have been an agriculturist. I have seen how my parents are struggling to get their income. Thereafter, I grown up in that situation. Then after I joined my college days, I came to know this is the civil services is the one service where I can address these problems and help the public in a greater manner. So I choose civil services, ma'am.
Civil services. Okay, very good. So, would you be more comfortable in current affairs or your engineering subject?
Ma'am, current affairs, ma'am. Engineering.
Current affairs. Okay, very good. So, you have heard about the Ram Temple?
Yes, ma'am.
It was inaugurated on which date?
Ma'am, January 22nd, ma'am.
January 22nd by our esteemed Prime Minister. So, my question to you on the Ram Temple is, who made the idol of Ram Lalla?
Yes, ma'am. The idol was made by the sculptor Yogi Raj, but he is from Mysore, Mysore, ma'am, and he sculpted that sculpture and done it.
Okay, very good. But there are two more sculptures of baby Ram. So, what is going to happen to them?
Ma'am, out of that two sculpture, one more sculpture is also sculpted by Karnataka person, ma'am.
But one is white, one is black, I think. Okay.
Ma'am, I'm not aware of that. What will happen to that sculpture, ma'am? I will read about it, ma'am.
Okay, very good. About this Ram temple, can you tell the approximate cost at which it was built, and was it funded by central government or state government?
Ma'am, the government, central government, through the budget allotted only 1 rupees for the construction of that temple, and apart from that, ma'am, all the costs are bear by the trust. Ram Janmabhoomi Trust has taken the that financial aspect into it. I'm not sure of the exact amount.
Exact amount. So, okay, when we talk about Ram temple, there are 10 avatars of Vishnu.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you name only 5? They are on both sides. 5 on this side of the idol, 5 on this side of the idol. So, can you name only 5 avatars of Lord Vishnu?
Ma'am, I'm not exactly sure. If you give me the opportunity, I will.
Yes, you can.
Ma'am, one is Vishnu.
विष्णु के तो अवतार हैं. They are the incarnations of Lord Vishnu only. So, what? Which ones? They are the major gods.
Ma'am, Kalki.
Okay, one go good.
Ma'am, even the Kalki one, ma'am, I'm not able to recall.
You are not able to recall, but anyway, it is good to know about it.
Okay.
Lord Rama, Krishna, Buddha, Narasimha, so many of them. Okay, so it's good to know about them. So do read about them if whenever you get the time. Recently, Mr. Rohan Bhupanna was very much in the news. Why?
Ma'am, he has ranked the top one in the tennis doubles. Ma'am. In that, he climbed the world #1 ranking at the age of 40, I think, more than 40 years of age. He is the first person to do that at that age. That is the reason.
Do what?
To climb, become an world #1 in the doubles, ma'am.
Where? Which? Where was the game held, or what is the name of that particular?
Where I am not aware of that, where the particular game held.
So you know something about it, but not really. He was 43 years old. He was the first one to win doubles in the mixed doubles in the Australian Slam, Grand Slam. ठीक है? So I will ask one more last question. It again, Mr. Elon Musk was very much in the news because of Neuralink.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, that particular technology is installed into the human brain where they can control any certain
What technology is implanted?
Neuralink chip, ma'am. It has been
Neuralink is a startup company or a chip?
Neuralink, ma'am, I'm not sure of that, but
Okay, what can it do?
ma'am, that particular chip installed to the human brains where through just by thinking they can control any electronic equipment that will be mainly useful for the disabled persons to operate the electronic equipment just by thinking over it, ma'am. That is the major advantage. And
So which two things can the person move by implanting this chip? What can it move? Can it move a bottle? If he'll just think and use telepathy by bottle, you move from here, it will happen?
ma'am, no, ma'am.
Then what is going to move?
Ma'am, that particular chip can be used to control other electronics equipments.
Like which?
Devices like a phone, mobile phones, or any TVs, or even that can be possible, ma'am. They can move by using a robot. By the chip should be connecting with that particular.
Basically, Neuralink by telepathy or the chip can be used to operate on phones, PCs, etc., computers, etc. So it is going to be used for health purposes. It is just an experiment. Let's see how it works. Thank you. That was my last word.
Thank you.
Yatheesh,
Yes, sir.
what's the meaning of your name?
Sir, Yatheesh mainly means a lord of devotees. Even it is also referred as to Lord Shiva, sir. It is one of the name of Lord Shiva. That is Yatheesh.
Okay. So your email as Yatheesh Hema. Who's Hema?
Sir, Hema is my sister, sir.
Okay. It's not your two names.
No, sir. It's my sister's name.
No.
Common email with her.
No, sir. It's just my email. I just put my sister's name in that.
Okay. So you're from Belgaum. You did your BTech from Belgaum.
No, sir. That is the university located in Belgaum. I did
Okay.
my engineering from Mysore, Sri Jayachamarajan College of Engineering.
Okay. So you have done triple E in diploma as well as BE in triple E.
Yes, sir.
But madam was asking you to choose between your graduation and your current affairs. You still choose current affairs in spite of being such a long career in triple E. Why?
Sir, I have such a long career, as you said, sir. Almost 6 years I studied about electrical. But in present day, sir, I have been in this UPSC journey for past 4 5 years. I am very much accustomed with reading the newspapers. I am reading newspapers daily on the daily basis, and I am very much interested in learning more of the current affairs, what is happening in present day circumstances. That is the one reason I just choose current affairs over electrical and electronics.
Okay. So can I ask some question related to your department?
Okay,
Triple
sir.
E.
Yes, sir.
What is this AT and C losses? Aggregate.
Yes, sir. AT
Yes.
and C loss means aggregate technical and commercial losses, sir. In case of there is mainly two components in it. One is technical losses and one is commercial losses. Technical losses mainly refer to the loss of electricity from majorly from even generation to at last the distribution. Whatever the losses occur in that can be considered as technical losses, and even the theft of electricity can also be comes under that. Majorly, one more component is commercial loss, sir. Commercial loss is the loss incurred to the particular electric distribution department because of lack of collective efficiencies, or there is lack of collection of electric tariff that leads to a certain loss. That overall aggregate will be considered as aggregate technical and commercial losses.
Okay. Is there any kind of formula for it?
Sir, formula, I'm not aware of that formula, sir. Presently in India, at last 22% of overall electricity, there is a loss of 22% of electricity because of this aggregate technical and commercial losses, sir.
Okay. Very simple. Power generated minus power billed.
Yes,
Correct?
yes, sir.
Okay. So you have mentioned one of your hobbies as mixed farming.
Yes, sir.
What is it? What is it?
Sir, mixed farming, it's a type of farming, sir, where we can carry out both cultivation of crops along with other allied activities in the same farm field, sir. That is mainly.
Then what is this intercropping?
Sir, intercropping is mainly cultivation of different crops only, sir. It does not include other allied activities like poultry or animal husbandry. These activities is not included in intercropping. In just intercropping, we cultivate more crops like cultivating both ragi and maize along in the same field. That is what intercropping means, sir.
Okay. So recently, with respect to Karnataka, or especially Bangalore, so there has been issues about this north-south issue or language issue. Can you give a light about it?
Sir, mainly there is an issue, sir, where that north-south divide, where north is less developed compared to the south. There are many reasons because for that. One in major reason is, sir, the north is under the Nizam's rule and the south mainly is under the Mysore dynasty's rule, where they can carry out lot of developmental activities like providing health, education, connectivity. This is the one major reason, and along with that, sir, the state capital is also located in the south, where the more economic activities took place. And these two major aspects has led to that development in the south and less development in the north. One more issue, sir, that language issue. Recently, there is an issue with that signboard where the 60% of the signboard should be in Kannada, regional language, that is Kannada, and the 40% they can use any other languages apart from Kannada. This issue has been created where many of that peoples has demolished the signboards of many hotels or very lodges or any public, any private
So it
shops.
means that Kannada language must be used. If there is any other language, they'll remove it.
Yes, sir. At least 60% of the Kannada language should be there. That's what the government has tried to bring up the bill. The bill has not yet passed, sir. But still the peoples are not have the patience and they are just...
So isn't it a conflict of interest with linguistic minorities as protected with Article 29 and 30?
Sir, mainly the issue is that is the peoples are thinking that there is a loss of identity with respect to their particular languages, and also peoples are facing difficulties with respect to understanding. Most of the peoples are illiterate and mainly from the rural background. They didn't understand Kannada apart from many other languages. So that has created the whole issue in the Karnataka.
Okay, thank you.
Yatheesh, are you comfortable? Huh? Do you want to open your buttons? No, it's up to you. As long as you are comfortable, whichever way you are comfortable. Okay, feeling better? Good. Okay. You are coming from a district called Tumakuru. Am I right? What is the other name for this place? There is another name for it.
Yes, sir. It is also called as Kalpataru Nadu, sir.
Why?
Sir, the name come from because just most of the regions in Tumakuru, they grow coconut. That is, from that cultivation of coconut, that can be used as Kalpataru. The tree is also called Kalpataru tree because each and every part of the tree can be useful in it.
Okay. You have in that area Siddha Ganga Math.
Yes, sir.
Why it is famous?
Sir, mainly for the two reasons, sir. One is with respect to the education and the social services they are providing. They are providing free education for lakhs of students from class 1 to class 10, and apart from that they are also providing higher education at very affordable cost for the people. And one more is, sir, through the aspect of secular aspect, even though that is a religious matter, every peoples from other religions are also participating and there is no discrimination here. That is more of a secular institution that is working like that. Mainly because of these two reasons, sir, it is very much famous in Tumakuru and all over India, sir.
Yatish, you mentioned that you learn and practice mixed farming, and your father is also having agricultural land, and your profession is agriculture. How much land does he have?
Sir, it's approximately 1 acre, sir.
One?
1 acre.
1 acre. So, based on your experiences, your knowledge, what advice you have given him regarding the farm?
Sir, mainly regarding the farm, I give him the advice just to increase the number of cattle we have, because that is more remunerative in the present day, because we can't predict the weather conditions and the yield of the particular crop. So, with respect to this, the allied sector is more stable income, and it will always act as an insurance type facility, sir. If there is any problem with respect to health, we can sell a cattle and we can get the lump sum amount. But it is not the case with the crop. So that is the one advice I have given to him. And one more, sir, with respect to that drip irrigation and sprinkler facilities, that is also I have given him that one advice.
Has he implemented that?
Yes, sir. The one major is, sir, the drip irrigation facilities. He has implemented that, especially during the summer season. Once he came to know how will it work and how advantageous it is, we are following that same since from last 2 years. We are continuing the same drip irrigation, sir. With respect to the cattle, it's become very burden for me to maintain the cattle if you have more cattle. So we are still managing only 2 cattle.
Okay, okay. So what crops he grows?
Sir, in mainly we grow ragi, sir, finger millet.
Okay. Recently, we're talking about the Karnataka language things. There is today there was a demonstration in Delhi by the chief minister. Yesterday, rather, the chief minister, deputy chief minister, everybody was here and asking for the funds that we are being discriminated against. The finance minister says that the funds to the southern state have increased more than 3.5 times better than the period of the Congress government. Which institution distributes the funds between the center and states?
Sir, mainly that finance commission gives the recommendation for distribution of funds between the center and the state, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. We talking this Chicken Neck. You heard of the place called Chicken Neck?
Yes, sir. That is the one place which connect the India to the northeastern state.
Right. Why, from the electrical point of view, why it is important? They say it has a bottleneck. Why it is so?
Sir, mainly because from electrical perspective, sir, we are importing electricity from the that surrounding state, like even from Bhutan and even from the Bangladesh. We are also importing.
We are not importing, we are exporting to them. Anyway.
Yes, sir. That is the one link between the electricity export and import taking place in that particular region. From that aspect, it's very useful, sir. And also many of the states in the northeast has the high potential for generation of hydroelectric power cities, so that we can extract that potential and we can make use of to match the demand.
I use the word constraint. You understand the question? Why the chicken neck from the electrical point of view has become a constraint?
Sir, I not get that constant.
When you're transmitting power, there is some requirement when high voltage passes through for keeping the wires. You understand the question now? You know about that? No.
I'm not able to understand.
Not understand. Okay. Last question. Recently, the USA has made a major announcement in respect of a very important weapon. Okay. Do you know that? About for India?
I'm not able to.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yatheesh, I see that you are practicing mixed farming. What exactly is the concept of mixed farming? I never heard about it.
Sir, mainly in case of mixed farming, sir, along with cultivation of crops like ragi, maize, we also carry out other allied activities, sir, like livestock rearing or poultry activities or fishery. any other activities including with the cultivation of crops can be called as mixed farming, sir.
That means that agriculture alone is not profitable. So you have to have other supporting activities along with agriculture to make it sustainable. Is that the concept?
Yes, sir. To some extent, that is the concept, sir, because we can't rely on the yield and the profit from that major these crops. But more or less, these other allied activities can always give certain stable income, sir.
So supposing there is a standalone agriculture, that is not supporting enough, so you have animal husbandry and you have a synergistic relationship in which the nitrogen fixing takes place. Whatever roughage is there in the agriculture that the cattle eats, and whatever is the biogas and other products that leads to nitrogen fixing. Is that the concept? Along with agriculture, you have animal husbandry, you have poultry, you have fisheries, you have intercropping. Is that the concept? What exactly is it? Please explain it. I am not able to catch it up.
Sir, majorly I already told that cultivation of crops, or any crop it is, even it may be intercropping or solo cropping, cultivating one crop. Along with that, sir, cultivation of crop, we carry out one or two or any type of other allied activities, sir. At least it should include one allied activities along with this cultivation of crops, sir. Like we normally carry out this livestock rearing.
So in Karnataka, what is the basic staple crop which they are growing? Is it paddy or it is what exactly is the crop over there?
Sir, in Karnataka, the major staple crop is finger millet, sir, ragi. We are cultivating that, sir.
And what are the other crops which can be grown along with ragi?
Sir, along with ragi, it is not possible to grow any other. We can't do intercropping with ragi, sir.
No, there is no. Ragi is just a standalone crop.
Sir, but in the case of row, we make some rows and columns, rows arrangement, sir. Within that particular row, we used to cultivate pulses, sir, mainly.
So how is Karnataka doing? What is its main source of income?
Sir, the Karnataka's main source of income is, sir, from the service sector. It's almost more than 50% of the income to the Karnataka GDP is contributed by service sector. Then the second most contributor is industrial sector. Even the agriculture is the least contributor to that economy.
Okay. So you got that Bangalore city, which is the IT hub for it. What are the ports, major ports in Karnataka?
Yes, sir. One major port is, sir, that is Mangalore port, located on the coastal region. That is the one major port of Karnataka where a lot of import-export activities and exporting even the agricultural activities are taking place in that particular.
Is it important from naval point of view? Do you have any naval base over there in Karnataka? Shipbuilding activity?
I'm not aware of that particular issue, sir. I will read.
Okay, last question. Between Karnataka and Maharashtra, there was a problem of language issue, and certain parts of Marathi-speaking people are to be found in Karnataka. Are you aware of that problem?
Yes, sir. It is along with the language, sir. It is more of a border dispute between the Karnataka and Maharashtra, sir. One particular region, that Belagavi region, where the peoples, most of the peoples, almost 50% of the people speak Marathi, and the rest 50% of the people speak Kannada. It is presently under the part of Karnataka, but there is a frequent disruptions and demand from the Maharashtra state where it should be ceded to Maharashtra. This dispute is going for a long time, sir.
So has it been resolved amicably, or is it still a burning issue?
It is not yet solved, sir. It is still a burning issue, sir.
And what according to you is the solution?
Sir, solution can be, sir, at last it should be the will of the people of that particular region. We have to carry out take the opinions of the people, and then we have to decide. And if it is the case, sir, there is one committee called Nanjundappa committee. I am not able to recall the name of that committee, sir. That committee has given the recommendation that which are the most of almost there is more than 1,150 villages which speak Kannada, that should be part of the Karnataka, and remaining villages where the Marathis are dominated, that should be ceded to the Maharashtra. This plan that committee has given, sir, it can be implemented in that particular region to solve this dispute.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All the best.
All the best.
Yatheesh.